Hello. I don't know you personally. I was a Marine, and I'm going to talk kind of like a Marine does. I'm not going to use religious, conversational terminology, etc. So just bear with me. First thing, you need to know what you are. This is biological machinery. Million levels of biological machinery all working and talking together. The puppy dogs, the trees, the kitty cats, everything is biological machinery. That's what God works in, is biological machinery. And I'm not going to say God in some sort of negative way about God. I don't mean that at all. I mean, we just use the term a lot. So the being that made us, the whole thing, the Bible, the entire thing is about one thing: you. You are the most important thing that's ever been made. Okay? Outside of God, Jesus, whatever, you're the most important thing. That's why there's a battle, and that's why everything's jacked up, is because He made you. The Catholics would like to say, they would say in Latin, the imago Dei, the image of God, that you're made in the image of God. But really what He did is He breathed in you. He breathed His spirit. He put His being in you. There's a portion, a tiny piece of God in every human being. It's a system. God made a system to produce us, and we're basically cells in God's wife. Now, I'm paraphrasing. I'm using modern language, so I'm not going against the Bible or any of that. I'm just using modern terminology. Jesus would say, you are living stones built up in a holy house. He'd use that type of analogy, and that He's the chief cornerstone. Okay? But what are living stones? Okay? That's what we are. We are basically similar to cells that are supposed to be in God's wife. That's what the entire Bible is all about. The entire Bible is He made us to be with Him. And I know it sounds like a bunch of jacked up religious garbage, yada, yada, yada. I get that, okay? But there's things you need to know about it if you're going to come against it. If you're going to come against it knowledgeably and understand what you're coming against, even if the people involved in it don't know. They don't understand it. They don't get it, because there's veneers of religious bullshit over the top of everything, okay? So let's talk about the languages. Hebrew and Greek are both languages, and they're picked for this for specific reasons, and it's algorithmic, okay? Hebrew and Greek are not like English or many other language. In Hebrew, their numerical system is their alphabet. So if you're in English, you'd say ABC equals 1, 2, 3. The problem with that is that we don't have the understanding, and we just get like this surface cultural BS off of whatever the top of it is. There's like several layers of understanding there. Greek is the same. They're both languages that are numerical, and there's levels of understanding. And it's encrypted. It's encrypted so you can prove it. You can look at an original Hebrew text, take it apart in the Hebrew, and see if the numbers match this other text. And you'll know if they match or not. But it goes way, 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 way down. Okay? You're valuable because of the fact, well, we'll just explain hell. Hell is not a place made for human beings. Hell is for the devil and his angels, and they're just dimensional beings. Stop thinking all the spirit, all the other stuff. Just use modern terminology. They're dimensional beings. We are a multidimensional being projected upon a much larger multidimensional frame. That's all it is, okay? And it's like being in the computer and trying to analyze something from outside the computer. You can only analyze with the data you've got. And human beings are not that smart, okay? We think we're smart. We think we're such geniuses. We're basically upright walking dogs with a frontal lobe. That's all it is. And we get into the meat. This is the hardware of your system. But you're not designed to just be hardware. You're designed to be connected to the cloud. That's why He breathed pneuma, spirit, into Adam, and that's in everybody. But Adam fucked up and he turned it off. And so we're born turned off. We're not connected to the cloud. So you got your Dell laptop there or whatever, and you're having problems with it, and you keep having these problems and you can't connect to the cloud. Then when you try to connect to the cloud, you get all this interference. You get everybody going, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this over here, got to do that over there. You're designed to be connected. That's what we could call it, subconscious, unconscious, whatever it is. It's real. I was a Marine, okay? I've seen stuff, done stuff. I've gone through exorcisms and things with people, but I've also been in lockdown with people with the DTs and seen what they go through, etc. So it's real. This is absolute reality. But if they put a bunch of veneers on it, it's like Casey Anthony or something, you know, if the glove doesn't fit, you have to acquit. It becomes like a bullshit session. And the reason is because there is a literal real war between dimensional beings. And you were made by one to go to be with one, but that part of you is shut off. You're obviously an intelligent person, you have understanding, and you're smart, but you can't know what you don't know, okay? So, and that you won't get it. You won't get it. This is a lifetime of digging, and it's all blessings. It's not me. It's not that I'm so super smart. I suck. I suck as a person. I am the least good person you know. I have all the problems of everybody. Don't look at me. I'm shit. Don't even bother with me. But you need this for you. Get this. Let yourself be had by God. Let yourself be had. He'll walk you through the shit because you're so fucking valuable. Everybody is. But we don't know it. We have no idea, and we're being kept dumb. Purposely under the thumb. We're kept dumb. They make God look like a dick, like he hates you and all this shit, and it's not true. He's had to do some harsh things at different times, but I mean, sometimes you got to cut the cancer out. You know what I'm saying? It's just not as simple as we would like everything to be, but it's real. I'm telling you this before him. I know him. I go to him. I've spent my life with him. I've been a shithead. He adores me. And if he adores me, you can't imagine how much he loves you. You cannot imagine the love. The love, when you feel it, is almost physically painful. It's not something we can exist in this dimension, in this realm. Every bit of you is an antenna. I mean, every one of your cells has chemical antennas talking to all the other cells, talking to everything going on. You're absolutely an antenna. With the right electromagnetic frequency, you can make somebody cry or piss their pants or be horny or whatever you want to do. We're just a big antenna array, basically. You're a living biological piece of machinery. You're an antenna array. And the problem is people don't understand we're supposed to be getting Bluetooth and Firewire and all this other stuff, and we don't believe it's there. We can be convinced it's not real. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you before the Lord, it's real. He is real. It's a real being. It's reality. It's not some fake religious jack-off bullshit. It's not an ego trip. It's him. It's a real being, and he breathed himself into you, and you can't turn you on. You can run all over the world. You can jack off every religious way you want to, and it's not turning it on. You have to ask him. Ask him to turn you on to him. It's a switch. It's just like the back of your computer. You have a 1 and you have a 0. You have off and you have on. You're either switched on or you're off. And that's just the way it is. It's binary. It's very fucking simple. But the thing is people don't know what they are. And they get into religious arguments about bullshit at this level, and you're never going to understand anything at this level. It's just going to continue to be more your opinion, my opinion, yada, yada, yada. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about my opinion. I don't give a shit about your opinion. I'm telling you what you are. Now, I may be doing it. I'm not perfect. I may not be telling you in the right, perfect way. But you need to understand there's way more to this than all the jack-off religious bullshit. Religion is just shit. Religion is, I've got a stick and I got some poop on it. Now you worship the poop. I tell you to worship the way I tell you to do it. That's it. That's it. Power and control, it's bullshit. Don't let them shit in you. The fact that you're not sold on just everything that anybody yammers about theology, etc., that's a good thing. That's a good thing. He can reach that. He can reach that. Hot or cold, he can reach you. If you're lukewarm, he can't really reach you because you're not going to be reaching. So go ahead, do your study, seek, but don't just seek in the track that makes you comfortable. You be a man. Have your balls. Have your balls to go up and not be a whore. I know, I've been a whore before. We all whore after shit. We whore after pussy and drugs and all kinds of bullshit. Don't be a whore. Go after the truth and dig where they don't want you to dig on any side. Go eat, feed, grow, become different. Because this is the pupa stage. This shit doesn't matter. It's not really that important. This is the pupa stage. The reason, back to what I was saying, the reason people go to hell is because God needs a place to put them, because there's a part of them that still has him. It's dead, but it's eternal. It's turned off, but it's eternal. It's in them. They'll never not be. You will never not be. There'll never be a time when you're not you. There'll never be a time when if you're in heaven or hell, it makes no fucking difference. You're still you. And you go with all your memories, good, bad, etc., okay? You're still you. That is never taken away. But you can go to where you're made to be. All the stuff in you, all the broken shit, all the pain, all the good stuff, the stuff that makes you hunger to learn and seek, and all your temperament and all, that's all good. That's all designed for what you're supposed to be later. That's all part of you and the being that is you and how you're supposed to be connected to the good, to him. And you're supposed to shine back him. That's why it's Christ in us, the hope of glory. It's not William and William or you and you. It's not my dick telling you what to do. It's Christ in us, the hope of glory. Let him have you. Simply let him have you. Trust this old, stupid, asshole, piece of shit guy and take a chance. Let him have you. Just let him have you. He'll govern it. I just can't explain to you how much he loves you. You cannot possibly conceive. It's like if love was the powder on the outside of a butterfly's wing and you were trying to touch a sun made of that powder. You just can't imagine. It's so beyond the beyond. Let yourself be had. I know I didn't really explain a lot of stuff. It's in the process. It's not in the not so much you find anything. It's the process to get. If you want, get. Knock, and it will be opened. Seek, and ye shall find. Ask, and it will be given you. God's not a dick. He adores you. Get it all. All is very best. I'll see you on the flip side, I pray. In Jesus' name, amen.